Straddling the boundary between Europe and Asia, Turkey is a country defined by its unique geography, rich history, diverse peoples, and mouth-watering cuisine. From the bustling streets of Istanbul, where the echoes of empires resonate, to the tranquil shores of the Mediterranean and Aegean seas, Turkey's landscape is as varied as its cultural tapestry. Geographically, Turkey sits at the crossroads of two continents, a position that has shaped its destiny for millennia. The country is bordered by 8 nations: Greece and Bulgaria to the northwest, Georgia to the northeast, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Iran to the east, and Iraq and Syria to the south. The famous Bosphorus Strait slices through Istanbul, serving as both a literal and symbolic divide between Europe and Asia. To the north lies the Black Sea, while to the west, the Aegean Sea laps at the coast with its turquoise waves. The southern coastline, along the Mediterranean, is famed for its dramatic cliffs and sun-drenched beaches. Inland, the Anatolian Plateau stretches across much of the nation, flanked by mountain ranges such as the Taurus and the Pontic Mountains. In the far east, Mount Ararat rises majestically, cloaked in snow and steeped in legend as the resting place of Noah's Ark. This varied geography has given rise to a remarkable diversity in Turkey's climate and natural environments. Mediterranean breezes keep the coastal cities warm and inviting, while the interior experiences hot summers and cold, snowy winters. Fertile plains produce abundant crops, while dense forests and rugged mountains shelter wildlife unique to the region. The landscape is dotted with breathtaking wonders, from the surreal rock formations of Cappadocia to the shimmering travertine terraces of Pamukkale. Turkey's people are as diverse as its geography. With a population exceeding 80 million, the country is a mosaic of ethnicities, languages, and traditions. The majority are ethnic Turks, but the nation is also home to a significant Kurdish population, as well as smaller communities of Arabs, Laz, Circassians, Greeks, Armenians, and Jews. Turkish is the official language, but Kurdish and several minority languages are spoken in various regions. The Turkish people are renowned for their warmth and hospitality. It's not uncommon for strangers to invite travelers for a cup of strong black tea or to share a meal. Family and community lie at the heart of Turkish society, with traditions passed down through generations. Festivals and public holidays are celebrated with music, dance, and an abundance of food. No exploration of Turkey would be complete without delving into its celebrated cuisine, which reflects centuries of cultural exchange and regional variation. Turkish food is a feast for the senses, blending influences from the Mediterranean, Middle East, Balkans, and Central Asia. At the heart of Turkish cuisine is bread, especially the ubiquitous ekmek, eaten with nearly every meal. Meze, a selection of small dishes, often begins a meal. Think creamy hummus, smoky eggplant salads, savory stuffed grape leaves, and tangy yogurt dips. Main courses draw on an array of ingredients: succulent lamb and beef kebabs, grilled over open flames, spicy kufta or meatballs, seasoned with cumin and sumac, and fresh fish, caught daily from the surrounding seas. In Anatolia, hearty stews and pilafs showcase the bounty of local grains and vegetables. The southeast is famous for its bold flavors, including spicy kebabs and sweet baklava layered with pistachios. Street food culture thrives in Turkey's cities. Crispy simit rings coated in sesame seeds, spicy lahmacun flatbreads, and mouth-watering doner wraps delight locals and visitors alike. No meal ends without a cup of strong Turkish coffee or tea, often accompanied by syrupy sweets like Turkish delight. From its dramatic landscapes to its vibrant markets, its ancient ruins to its modern cities, Turkey is a country of contrasts and connections. Its geography has shaped its culture, its people bring its history to life, and its cuisine offers a delicious invitation to understand and experience the heart of this remarkable nation. Rising majestically above the Istanbul skyline, the Blue Mosque stands as a testament to the grandeur and artistry of Ottoman architecture. Officially known as the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, this iconic structure draws visitors from around the world, captivated by its harmonious blend of history, spirituality, and breathtaking beauty. The nickname Blue Mosque comes from the dazzling array of over 20,000 handmade Iznik ceramic tiles that adorn its interior, filling the space with a serene blue glow and intricate patterns that mesmerize all who enter. Construction of the Blue Mosque began in 1609 under the order of Sultan Ahmed I, who envisioned a place of worship that would rival the nearby Hagia Sophia in splendor and scale. Completed in 1616, the mosque was designed by the renowned architect Sedefkar Mehmed Ağa, a pupil of the legendary Mimar Sinan. The design brilliantly incorporates both traditional Islamic elements and Byzantine influences, resulting in a unique structure that bridges centuries of artistic tradition. One of the most striking features of the Blue Mosque is its vast central dome, flanked by 8 smaller domes and semi-domes, creating a sense of expansive openness. The mosque's 6 slender minarets, an unusual number at the time, rise elegantly into the sky, making it one of the few mosques in the world with this many minarets. This architectural choice initially sparked controversy, as it matched the number of minarets of the Grand Mosque in Mecca. To resolve the issue, Sultan Ahmed ordered a 7th minaret to be added to the mosque in Mecca, ensuring the Blue Mosque's place in history without overshadowing the holiest site in Islam. Stepping inside, visitors are greeted by an overwhelming sense of peace and wonder. The 260 windows flood the interior with natural light, illuminating the delicate hand-painted tiles that depict intricate floral motifs, geometric patterns, and verses from the Quran. The dominant blue hues of the tiles set a tranquil atmosphere, casting a gentle radiance that shifts throughout the day as sunlight streams through the stained glass. The vast prayer hall, covered with lush red carpets, can accommodate up to 10,000 worshippers at a time, a testament to both the mosque's size and its enduring significance as a place of spiritual gathering. Beyond its architectural marvels, the Blue Mosque holds deep cultural and religious importance. It continues to function as an active mosque, with the call to prayer echoing across the historic Sultan Ahmed district 5 times a day. Visitors are welcome to admire its splendor, provided they observe respectful dress and behavior, especially during prayer times. The mosque stands not only as a symbol of faith, but also as a reminder of Istanbul's rich, layered history, a city that has been a crossroads of civilizations for millennia. Surrounding the mosque, lush gardens and fountains invite visitors to pause and reflect, offering stunning views of the Blue Mosque's graceful silhouette. From its grand courtyard, one can gaze upon the nearby Hagia Sophia, a silent witness to centuries of change, and appreciate the enduring dialogue between past and present that defines Istanbul. For centuries, artists, poets, and travelers have been inspired by the Blue Mosque's serene beauty and spiritual presence. Its blue tiles, intricate calligraphy, and soaring domes evoke a sense of awe, making it one of the most photographed and admired monuments in the world. Whether viewed at sunrise as the city awakens, or illuminated against the night sky, the Blue Mosque remains a shining jewel of Turkey, a living testament to the artistry and devotion of those who built it, and an enduring invitation to marvel at the wonders of human creativity and faith. Rising majestically among the ruins of ancient Ephesus, the Library of Celsus stands as a testament to the intellectual and architectural achievements of the Roman Empire. Built in the early 2nd century AD, this monumental structure was more than just a repository of scrolls. It was a symbol of knowledge, culture, and civic pride that drew scholars and travelers from across the Mediterranean world. The story of the Library of Celsus begins with Tiberius Julius Celsus Ptolemaianus, a distinguished Roman senator and former governor of Asia Minor. After his death, his son, Gaius Julius Aquila, commissioned the library both to honor his father's memory and to gift the city a place of learning. Completed around 117 AD, the library was designed to house up to 12,000 scrolls, making it one of the largest libraries of the ancient world, rivaled only by the great libraries of Alexandria and Pergamum. Approaching the library, visitors are greeted by its iconic facade, a masterpiece of Roman architecture. The 2-story front is adorned with columns, intricate carvings, and statues set in deep niches. Each statue personifies a virtue: wisdom, knowledge, intelligence, and valor, embodying the ideals that the library itself represented. Sunlight glints off the marble, illuminating the grand entrance and inviting all to ascend the steps and explore the wonders within. Inside, the library was ingeniously designed to protect its precious contents. The walls were constructed with a double layer, creating a buffer of air that shielded the scrolls from the city's heat and humidity. Rows of wooden shelves lined the walls, holding manuscripts on philosophy, science, literature, and history. Scholars would gather in the reading rooms, poring over texts and engaging in spirited debate, contributing to Ephesus's reputation as a center of learning and culture. But the Library of Celsus was also a mausoleum. Beneath the main hall, in a marble-clad crypt, lay the sarcophagus of Celsus himself. This unusual feature set the library apart from others of its time, blending the functions of a tomb and a temple of knowledge. Visitors paid their respects not only to the written word, but also to the man whose vision made the library possible. For centuries, the library flourished as a beacon of enlightenment. It survived the tumultuous periods that saw the decline of many ancient cities. However, in the 3rd century AD, a devastating fire, likely caused by a Gothic invasion, destroyed much of the city, and the library's collection was lost to history. The once grand structure fell into ruin, its stones buried by centuries of neglect and earthquake. Rediscovered in the early 20th century, the Library of Celsus underwent careful restoration. Today, its reconstructed facade stands as one of the most photographed and admired monuments of the ancient world. Tourists from around the globe visit Ephesus to marvel at its beauty, to walk where scholars once debated, and to imagine the vibrant intellectual life that once pulsed within its walls. The legacy of the Library of Celsus endures. It reminds us of the power of knowledge to shape civilizations and the enduring human desire to seek wisdom and preserve it for future generations. In its silent stones and soaring columns, we hear the echoes of an age when books were treasures and libraries were temples. And we are inspired to value and protect the pursuit of learning in our own time. Turkish coffee is more than just a beverage. It's a centuries-old tradition woven into the fabric of daily life. Made from finely ground coffee beans, it's prepared using a special pot called a tezve, where water, coffee, and sugar are gently heated together. The result is a strong, thick coffee, unfiltered and rich, with a layer of foam on top and grounds settling at the bottom. Served in small, elegant cups, Turkish coffee is often enjoyed slowly after a meal, sometimes accompanied by sweet treats like Turkish delight. It's a moment to pause, savor, and connect, whether sharing stories with friends or reflecting in quiet solitude. The ritual of Turkish coffee is about more than taste. It's about hospitality, culture, and the simple joy of slowing down. From the aroma that fills the air to the last sip, each cup holds generations of tradition and a warm invitation to linger a little longer. Manti are a culinary treasure, beloved in many regions from Central Asia to the Middle East. These tiny dumplings are a testament to patience and tradition. Each delicate wrapper is filled with a savory mixture of seasoned ground meat, often lamb or beef, blended with onions and a hint of spice. The magic of manti lies not only in their size, but in the care taken to fold and seal each one by hand, creating bite-sized parcels bursting with flavor. Once steamed or boiled to perfection, manti are served generously, topped with creamy yogurt and a fragrant garlic sauce. The cool tang of the yogurt cuts through the richness of the meat, while the garlic adds a pungent kick, creating a harmonious balance of flavors. Whether enjoyed at family gatherings or festive celebrations, manti are more than just food. They are a symbol of hospitality and cultural heritage, bringing people together around the table. Rising above the historic heart of Istanbul, where the Bosphorus meets the Golden Horn, stands one of the world's most storied palaces, Topkapı Palace. For nearly 4 centuries, this magnificent complex was not only the residence of Ottoman sultans, but also the administrative and cultural center of an empire that stretched across continents. To step into Topkapı is to step into a world of intrigue, opulence, and history, a living testament to the splendor and complexity of Ottoman civilization. Construction of the palace began in 1459, just 6 years after Sultan Mehmed II, known as Mehmed the Conqueror, captured Constantinople. Determined to establish his new capital as the heart of the empire, Mehmed chose a spectacular location, with sweeping views over the city and the waterways that made Istanbul a crossroads of trade and culture. Over the centuries, each sultan left his mark, expanding and embellishing the palace to fit the growing ambitions of the empire. Entering the palace grounds, visitors first pass through the imperial gate, a grand entrance that once signaled the threshold between the outside world and the inner sanctum of power. Inside, lush gardens and courtyards unfold, each designed for a specific purpose. The first courtyard was accessible to all, bustling with the activity of daily life. But as you move deeper into the palace, each gate and courtyard became more exclusive, reserved for the elite and, ultimately, the Sultan himself. The second courtyard, known as the Divan Square, was the administrative heart of the empire. Here, grand viziers and officials gathered in the imperial council hall to debate matters of state under the watchful eye of the Sultan, who often listened in from a hidden window above. Nearby, the palace kitchens worked day and night to feed thousands, from servants and soldiers to the royal family, producing elaborate feasts that reflected the diversity and wealth of the empire. But perhaps the most famous and mysterious part of Topkapi is the harem, a labyrinthine series of chambers, courtyards, and passageways that housed the Sultan's family and concubines. Contrary to popular myth, the harem was not merely a place of indulgence. It was a highly organized community, governed by strict rules and hierarchies. At its head was the Valide Sultan, the Sultan's mother, who wielded enormous influence behind the scenes. Life in the harem was both privileged and restricted, with its own rituals, dramas, and ambitions. Everywhere in Topkapi, art and architecture reflect the empire's cosmopolitan character. Intricate mosaics, painted tiles, and gilded ceilings dazzle the eye. Delicate calligraphy and stained glass windows fill rooms with color and light. The palace is also home to one of the world's greatest collections of treasures, from jewel-encrusted swords and ceremonial armor to the legendary Topkapi dagger and the spoonmaker's diamond. Yet for all its grandeur, Topkapi was not a static monument. Over the centuries, it evolved to meet the needs of successive sultans. New buildings rose, old ones were repurposed, and the palace grew into a sprawling city within a city. By the 19th century, however, the Ottoman court began to favor the European-style Dolmabahce Palace, and Topkapi gradually lost its central role. Today, Topkapi Palace stands as a museum, inviting visitors from around the world to explore its storied halls. As you wander through its courtyards and chambers, you can almost hear the echoes of history, the footsteps of sultans, the whispers of viziers, the laughter of children. Topkapi is more than just a palace. It is a living chronicle of an empire that shaped the course of history, a place where the past lingers in every tile and every stone, waiting to be discovered anew. Istanbul, a city where continents collide and history whispers from every corner. Here, the East meets the West, not only on the map, but in daily life, architecture, and the soul of its people. Straddling the Bosphorus Strait, Istanbul is a living mosaic, a vibrant blend of cultures, religions, and traditions that have shaped its unique identity over thousands of years. Imagine walking through the ancient streets, where millennia-old cobblestones have carried the footsteps of sultans, traders, poets, and travelers from every corner of the globe. The skyline is punctuated by the silhouette of minarets and domes, most famously the Hagia Sophia, a marvel that has served as a church, a mosque, and now a museum, standing as a testament to Istanbul's layered history. Nearby, the majestic Blue Mosque dazzles with its intricate tilework and soaring ceilings, inviting visitors to pause in awe. But Istanbul is more than its monumental past. The city pulses with energy, alive with the sounds of street vendors calling out their wares, the aroma of freshly baked simit, sesame-crusted bread rings wafting through the air, and the vibrant chatter of locals sipping strong Turkish tea in bustling cafes. The Grand Bazaar, one of the world's oldest and largest covered markets, is a feast for the senses. Here, merchants display glittering lamps, hand-woven carpets, fragrant spices, and delicate ceramics, each item a story waiting to be discovered. Crossing the Galata Bridge, you find fishermen casting their lines above the shimmering waters, while ferries glide from Europe to Asia, carrying passengers between two worlds. The Galata Tower rises above the city, offering panoramic views that capture the sprawling beauty of Istanbul, where old and new, tradition and modernity coexist in perfect harmony. Istanbul's neighborhoods each have their own character. In Sultanahmet, history comes alive at every turn. In Beyoğlu, the cosmopolitan heart of the city, art galleries, trendy boutiques, and lively bars line the famous Istiklal Avenue. Venture into Kadıköy on the Asian side, and you'll discover a youthful, creative spirit expressed in street art, independent bookstores, and bustling markets filled with the freshest produce and local delicacies. Food is at the heart of Istanbul's culture. The city's culinary scene is as diverse as its heritage, from succulent kebabs and savory mezes to delicate pastries like baklava and künefe. Whether you're sampling street food or dining in an elegant restaurant overlooking the Bosphorus, every meal is an invitation to connect with the traditions of generations past. As day turns to night, Istanbul transforms once more. The city glows under the soft lights of countless mosques, palaces, and bridges. Music spills out from taverns and rooftop terraces, where people gather to share stories, laughter, and perhaps a glass of rakı, the beloved anise-flavored spirit. The air is thick with anticipation, as if the city itself is alive and dreaming. Yet, amidst the fast pace and modernity, Istanbul preserves its ancient soul. It's a place where Byzantine mosaics and Ottoman calligraphy are cherished alongside contemporary art and cutting-edge design, where the call to prayer echoes alongside the clang of tram bells, and where every sunset over the Bosphorus feels like a moment suspended in time. To experience Istanbul is to journey through centuries in a single day, to witness the seamless blending of worlds, and to feel the heartbeat of a city that has always been, and will always be, a bridge between East and West. This is Istanbul, an ever-changing, ever-inspiring testament to the power of diversity, resilience, and the enduring spirit of humanity. Turkish delight, or lokum, is a confection that has delighted taste buds for centuries. Soft, chewy, and delicately sweet, this iconic treat is a staple in Turkish culture and beyond. Traditionally flavored with rosewater, lemon, or infused with crunchy nuts like pistachios or hazelnuts, each bite offers a unique blend of subtle flavors and pleasing textures. The process begins by gently simmering sugar and starch, transforming them into a silky gel-like base. Flavors are carefully added, infusing the mixture with floral or citrus notes. Once set, the candy is cut into bite-sized cubes and generously dusted with powdered sugar, preventing stickiness and adding a final touch of sweetness. Turkish delight is not only enjoyed as a dessert or a special gift, but it also carries a sense of tradition and hospitality, making every piece a small celebration of taste and culture. Rising from the fertile plains of ancient Ephesus, the Temple of Artemis once stood as a testament to human ambition, creativity, and devotion. Among the fabled 7 wonders of the ancient world, this magnificent temple was not just a religious sanctuary, it was a symbol of the artistic and architectural prowess of its time, drawing travelers, pilgrims, and admirers from across the known world. The story of the Temple of Artemis begins more than 2,500 years ago in what is now modern-day Turkey. Ephesus, a bustling port city on the Aegean coast, was a crossroads of commerce, culture, and spirituality. Here, the cult of Artemis, the Greek goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and childbirth, held special sway. Revered as a protector and nurturer, Artemis was worshipped in a form unique to Ephesus, blending local Anatolian traditions with classical Greek beliefs. The earliest sanctuaries dedicated to Artemis date back to the Bronze Age. But the grand temple that captured the world's imagination was commissioned around 550 BCE. The project was led by the Lydian king Croesus, whose legendary wealth funded the construction. Designed by the Cretan architect Chersiphron and his son Metagenes, the temple was an unprecedented feat of engineering and artistry. What set the Temple of Artemis apart was its sheer scale and beauty. The structure measured approximately 115 meters long and 55 meters wide, more than twice the size of a standard football field. Its colonnade boasted over 100 towering marble columns, each soaring more than 18 meters into the sky. The columns themselves were embellished with intricate carvings, and the temple's facade shimmered in the sunlight, said to rival anything seen in the ancient world. Inside, the temple housed a statue of Artemis, crafted from ebony, gold, and silver, adorned with precious gems. Unlike the Greek portrayal of Artemis as a lithe huntress, the Ephesian Artemis was depicted with a unique multi-breasted form, symbolizing fertility and abundance. Pilgrims from distant lands journeyed to Ephesus to pay homage, leaving offerings and prayers in hopes of receiving the goddess's favor. The temple was more than just a place of worship. It served as a cultural and economic hub. Annual festivals, known as the Artemisia, drew crowds for athletic competitions, theatrical performances, and vibrant processions. The temple's immense wealth made it a de facto bank, where merchants and rulers entrusted their treasures for safekeeping. But the Temple of Artemis also became a target for those seeking fame or fortune. In 356 BCE, a man named Herostratus set fire to the temple, seeking to immortalize his name through destruction. The fire reduced the marble columns and wooden roof to ruins. Yet, the people of Ephesus refused to let their wonder disappear into history. With contributions from across the Hellenistic world, including the conquests of Alexander the Great, a grander temple rose from the ashes, even more splendid than before. For centuries, the Temple of Artemis continued to awe visitors. Ancient writers like Herodotus, Pliny the Elder, and Antipater of Sidon marveled at its beauty, consistently ranking it as the most magnificent of the seven wonders. Yet time and the tides of history proved relentless. Earthquakes, invasions, and the rise of Christianity led to the temple's gradual decline. By the late Roman Empire, it was abandoned, its stones repurposed for other buildings, its memory fading into legend. Today, only a solitary column remains amid the marshy fields of Ephesus, a silent sentinel to a bygone era. Yet the legacy of the Temple of Artemis endures, reminding us of humanity's enduring quest to create, to worship, and to leave a mark upon the world that echoes through the ages. Perched high above the plains of southwestern Turkey, a breathtaking marvel awaits, where the echoes of ancient civilizations blend seamlessly with a landscape sculpted by nature itself. This is the world of Hierapolis and Pamukkale, a destination unlike any other on Earth. Imagine stepping into a place where history and geology intertwine, where the grandeur of the Greco-Roman past rises beside surreal white terraces that seem to defy reality. Here, visitors are greeted by the dazzling sight of Pamukkale, meaning Cotton Castle in Turkish, a fitting name for the cascading travertine pools that spill down a 200-meter cliff. Over thousands of years, thermal waters, rich in calcium carbonate, have flowed over the landscape, crystallizing into soft, cloud-like terraces. The result is a dreamscape of mineral-rich pools and petrified waterfalls that shimmer in the sunlight, drawing travelers and pilgrims for centuries. As you wander barefoot across the warm, silken terraces, the sensation underfoot is unlike any other. Simultaneously soft and solid, shaped by the constant caress of water. The thermal springs, ranging in temperature from a gentle 35 degrees to a steamy 100 degrees Celsius, have long been celebrated for their therapeutic benefits. Ancient visitors believed these waters could heal the body and soothe the soul, a tradition that lives on as modern-day bathers soak in the same mineral-rich pools. Yet Pamukkale is only half the story. Rising just above these gleaming terraces lie the ruins of Hierapolis, a city founded in the 2nd century BC. Here, history comes alive among the remnants of a once thriving spa town, revered throughout the Roman Empire for its healing waters and sacred sites. The city's most iconic structure, a 12,000-seat Roman theater carved into the hillside, still stands remarkably intact. Its stone seats, weathered by centuries, offer sweeping views over the travertine landscape below. An amphitheater where ancient dramas once unfolded, set against a backdrop of natural wonder. Wandering through Hierapolis, you'll encounter the Grand Temple of Apollo, once the heart of religious life in the city. Nearby, the ancient agora and the extensive necropolis, home to thousands of ornate tombs and sarcophagi, bear silent witness to centuries of devotion, loss, and remembrance. Each stone, each column, tells a story of the people who once sought healing and solace in these hallowed grounds. Among the city's many treasures is the sacred pool, also known as Cleopatra's Pool. Legend has it that the Egyptian queen herself once bathed here, drawn by the promise of eternal youth. Today, visitors can still immerse themselves in these warm, clear waters, swimming alongside submerged ancient columns, a rare opportunity to float through history itself. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1988, Hierapolis Pamukkale stands as a testament to the enduring bond between humanity and the natural world. It is a living museum, where the passage of time is marked not just by crumbling stone, but by the ongoing creation of new terraces as mineral-rich waters continue their slow artistic work. Every year, over 1 million travelers journey to this extraordinary site, seeking both relaxation and a deeper connection to the past. Whether you're drawn by the promise of healing, the allure of history, or simply the desire to witness a landscape unlike any other, Hierapolis and Pamukkale offer an experience that lingers long after the journey is over. A shimmering reminder of nature's artistry and the civilizations that once flourished here. So as the sun sets over the Cotton Castle, casting golden hues across ancient stones and gleaming pools, one thing becomes clear. There truly is nowhere else on Earth quite like Hierapolis Pamukkale, a place where the wonders of the past and the marvels of the natural world unite in perfect harmony. Antalya, nestled along Turkey's stunning Mediterranean coast, is a destination synonymous with opulence, natural beauty, and world-class hospitality. In recent years, it has earned a reputation as one of the world's premier locations for luxury beach resorts, drawing travelers from every corner of the globe seeking sun-soaked relaxation and unparalleled indulgence. From the moment you arrive in Antalya, the allure of its crystal-clear turquoise waters, golden sands, and lush green landscapes sets the tone for an unforgettable escape. The luxury beach resorts of Antalya are renowned for their architectural splendor, blending contemporary elegance with subtle touches of Turkish heritage. As you step into these grand properties, you're greeted by expansive marble-floored lobbies, intricate mosaics, and panoramic windows framing breathtaking views of the Mediterranean Sea. Each resort is a sanctuary, designed to provide guests with maximum comfort, privacy, and an array of exclusive experiences. Imagine waking up in a sumptuous suite, sunlight streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows, and the gentle sound of waves lapping against the shore just steps away from your private terrace. Many of Antalya's luxury resorts offer direct beach access, allowing you to step onto the soft sand and immerse yourself in the tranquil sea at any moment. The beaches themselves are meticulously maintained, with plush loungers, shaded cabanas, and attentive staff on hand to cater to your every need. Dining in Antalya's luxury resorts is a culinary journey, where world-class chefs craft exquisite dishes showcasing the best of Turkish and international cuisine. Whether you're savoring freshly caught seafood with a view of the sunset, indulging in a traditional Turkish breakfast spread, or enjoying gourmet fare under the stars, each meal is a celebration of flavor and artistry. Many resorts also feature elegant bars and lounges, perfect for unwinding with a signature cocktail or a glass of fine local wine as the evening unfolds. For those seeking relaxation and rejuvenation, Antalya's resorts boast lavish spa and wellness centers, inspired by the region's ancient traditions. Here you can unwind with a soothing massage, experience the invigorating ritual of a Turkish hammam, or simply soak in tranquil pools surrounded by lush gardens. Yoga and meditation sessions overlooking the sea further enhance the sense of serenity, providing a perfect balance for body and mind. Luxury in Antalya extends beyond the resorts themselves, with a wealth of exclusive activities and excursions tailored to discerning guests. Private yacht charters offer the ultimate way to explore the coastline, discovering hidden coves, ancient ruins, and pristine bays inaccessible by land. Golf enthusiasts will find championship courses set against dramatic mountain backdrops, while adventure seekers can embark on guided tours of the region's natural wonders, from cascading waterfalls to the rugged Taurus Mountains. Antalya's vibrant culture is never far away, with many resorts offering curated experiences that immerse guests in local traditions. From live music performances and art exhibitions to cooking classes and guided visits to historic sites like the old town of Kaleyici, every moment is an opportunity to connect with the rich heritage of this enchanting city. Families, couples, and solo travelers alike find Antalya's luxury beach resorts to be havens of relaxation and adventure. With dedicated kids clubs, adult-only zones, and personalized concierge services, every guest receives the attention and care that make a stay truly exceptional. In Antalya, the promise of luxury is more than just a word. It's an experience woven into every detail. Here, the beauty of nature meets the pinnacle of comfort, creating memories that linger long after the journey ends. Whether you seek blissful solitude, romantic moments, or vibrant cultural encounters, Antalya's luxury beach resorts offer an escape like no other, where every day is a celebration of the extraordinary. Nestled along the sun-drenched Mediterranean coast, the heart of Antalya beats within its captivating old town, Kaleiçi. Stepping into this historic quarter is like traveling through centuries, where the echoes of Roman, Byzantine, Seljuk, and Ottoman civilizations whisper through narrow cobblestone lanes. Kaleiçi is a living tapestry, weaving together the remnants of ancient empires with the vibrant life of modern Turkey. Begin your journey at the Grand Hadrian's Gate, an impressive triumphal arch built in honor of the Roman Emperor Hadrian's visit in 130 AD. The imposing marble pillars and ornate carvings are a testament to Roman engineering and artistry. As you pass beneath its arches, imagine the footsteps of ancient citizens, soldiers, and traders who once entered the city through this very gateway. The worn grooves on the stone reveal centuries of passage, a silent witness to the unfolding chapters of history. Beyond the gate, the labyrinthine streets invite exploration. Each twist and turn reveals a blend of cultures and eras. Roman ruins blend seamlessly with Ottoman-era houses, their timber-framed balconies draped with blooming bougainvillea. The air is perfumed with the scent of citrus and the salty breeze from the nearby sea. Listen closely, and you can almost hear the distant sounds of ancient marketplaces, bustling with merchants and storytellers. One of the most remarkable relics of Roman Antalya is the Haydirlik Tower. This sturdy cylindrical structure, standing sentinel where the old city meets the shimmering waters of the Gulf of Antalya, dates back to the 2nd century. Its original purpose remains a mystery. Some believe it was a lighthouse, others a defensive tower or a monumental tomb. Today, Haydirlik Tower offers panoramic views, where the red-tiled rooftops of Kaleiçi cascade toward the turquoise bay, framed by the distant peaks of the Taurus Mountains. Meandering deeper into Kaleiçi, the ancient city walls reveal their layered history. Built and rebuilt over the centuries, these fortifications protected Antalya from invaders, pirates, and the relentless march of time. Sections of the Roman walls are still visible, their massive stones weathered but enduring. Walk beside them and reflect on the countless generations who sought refuge within these defenses. But Kaleiçi is more than just Roman ruins. It is a celebration of Antalya's rich and diverse heritage. Byzantine churches, later converted into mosques, stand alongside Ottoman mansions adorned with intricate woodwork. The Kesik minaret, or broken minaret, rises as a symbol of transformation. Originally a Roman temple, it evolved into a Byzantine church and then an Islamic mosque, each era leaving its indelible mark. As the day unfolds, the old town pulses with life. Cafes spill onto sun-dappled courtyards, where locals and visitors sip strong Turkish tea and savor sweet baklava. Artisan shops display hand-woven carpets, delicate ceramics, and colorful lanterns. The rhythm of daily life seamlessly merges with the ancient stones beneath your feet, creating a unique blend of past and present. When evening falls, the golden hues of sunset bathe Kaleiçi in a warm glow. The call to prayer drifts on the breeze, mingling with laughter and music. The ancient harbor, once a bustling Roman port, now cradles fishing boats and yachts, their reflections shimmering in the gentle light. Kaleiçi is not just a collection of ruins or relics. It is a living, breathing testament to the resilience and beauty of Antalya. Here, history is not confined to museums. It is woven into every corner, every stone, every story. To wander these streets is to embark on a journey through time, where the spirit of the ancient world endures, inviting you to discover, to dream, and to be inspired. Shish kebab, a hallmark of Turkish cuisine, is a celebration of flavors and tradition. At its heart, this dish features succulent pieces of marinated meat, often lamb, beef, or chicken, threaded onto skewers and grilled over an open flame. The magic begins with the marinade, a blend of olive oil, garlic, onions, and a medley of spices like cumin, paprika, and black pepper. This mixture infuses the meat with a robust, mouth-watering aroma. As the skewers sizzle on the grill, the outside develops a delicious char, while the inside stays juicy and tender. Shish kebab is more than just food. It's a communal experience, often enjoyed with friends and family. Served alongside fresh salads, warm flatbreads, and tangy yogurt sauces, it represents the warmth and hospitality of Turkish culture. With every bite, shish kebab tells a story of heritage, craftsmanship, and the joy of sharing a meal. Nestled in the heart of southwestern Turkey lies a landscape so extraordinary, it appears almost otherworldly. A place where snow-white terraces cascade down the hillside, shimmering in the sunlight, and steaming thermal waters invite travelers to relax and rejuvenate. This is Pamukkale, a name that translates to Cotton Castle, and an apt description for this breathtaking natural wonder. Pamukkale's story begins thousands of years ago, deep within the earth. Here, underground volcanic activity heats mineral-rich water, which then rises to the surface, bubbling forth from natural springs at a temperature of around 36 degrees Celsius, or 96 degrees Fahrenheit. As the water flows down the mountainside, it cools and releases calcium carbonate, which settles and solidifies to form the iconic white travertine terraces that have made Pamukkale famous worldwide. From a distance, these terraces resemble a frozen waterfall or a landscape blanketed in snow. Up close, their beauty is even more striking. Each terrace is a shallow pool, edged by gleaming white walls. The water within reflects the sky in hues of turquoise and blue, creating a mesmerizing contrast with the stark whiteness of the formations. Over millennia, this process has sculpted a unique and ever-changing masterpiece, a testament to the power and artistry of nature. But Pamukkale is more than just a visual marvel. For centuries, people have been drawn to its thermal waters, renowned for their soothing and purportedly healing properties. Ancient Greeks and Romans believed in the curative powers of these springs, and their legacy can still be felt today. The nearby ancient city of Hierapolis, founded in the 2nd century BC, was built in part to take advantage of Pamukkale's natural spa. Visitors from around the ancient world would come to bathe in the warm, mineral-rich pools and seek relief from ailments ranging from arthritis to skin conditions. As you walk barefoot along the terraces, you can feel the gentle warmth of the water, the soft, chalky texture of the travertine underfoot. The sensation is both invigorating and calming, a reminder of the deep connection between the earth and our own well-being. Today, sections of the terraces are open to visitors, allowing you to experience this timeless ritual for yourself. To help preserve this delicate ecosystem, shoes are not permitted on the terraces, and only designated areas are accessible, ensuring that Pamukkale's natural beauty endures for generations to come. Beyond the terraces themselves, the region around Pamukkale offers even more to discover. The ruins of Hierapolis, with its grand theater, ancient streets, and impressive necropolis, provide a fascinating glimpse into the lives of those who once sought solace and healing here. The ancient pool, sometimes called Cleopatra's Pool, is another highlight. Legend has it that the Egyptian queen herself bathed in these waters. Today, visitors can swim among submerged marble columns, remnants of a temple that once stood nearby, while enjoying the same mineral-rich warmth that attracted travelers thousands of years ago. Pamukkale is a place where history and nature merge in perfect harmony, a destination that delights the senses and inspires the imagination. Whether you come to marvel at the dazzling white terraces, to soak in the soothing hot springs, or to explore the echoes of ancient civilizations, you'll find that Pamukkale is a true wonder, a testament to the enduring allure of the natural world. For those who seek beauty, tranquility, and a touch of magic, Pamukkale promises an experience unlike any other, leaving memories that will linger long after the last shimmer of sunlight fades from its terraces. Lahmacun, often called Turkish pizza, is a beloved street food that captures the rich flavors of Turkish cuisine in every bite. It begins with a thin, crispy flatbread, skillfully rolled out to create the perfect base. This delicate crust is generously spread with a mixture of spiced minced meat, typically lamb or beef, blended with fresh vegetables like tomatoes, onions, and peppers. Fragrant herbs and bold spices, such as paprika, cumin, and parsley, are added to infuse the topping with mouth-watering flavor. Once baked to golden perfection, the lahmacun is ready to be finished in the traditional way. A handful of crisp greens, fresh parsley, and slices of onion are scattered on top, adding brightness and texture. Finally, a squeeze of zesty lemon juice brings all the flavors together. Rolled up and enjoyed by hand, Lahmacun offers a taste of Turkey's vibrant culinary tradition in every delicious, satisfying bite. Nestled within the ancient city of Ephesus in modern-day Turkey lies one of the most magnificent testaments to Roman architectural and cultural ingenuity, the Great Theater of Ephesus. This grand amphitheater, carved into the gentle slope of Mount Pion, stands as a silent witness to centuries of history, drama, and spectacle. The origins of the Ephesus theater date back to the Hellenistic period, around the 3rd century BCE, when the city was already a thriving hub of commerce and culture. However, it was under Roman rule, particularly during the reigns of emperors Claudius, Nero, and Trajan, that the theater was expanded and transformed into the awe-inspiring structure we see today. By the 2nd century CE, it could seat an estimated 25,000 spectators, making it one of the largest theaters of the ancient world. But the theater was much more than just a place for entertainment. In Roman society, theaters served as vital centers for public life. Here, citizens gathered not only for the popular tragedies and comedies of the day, but also for political meetings, religious ceremonies, and even gladiatorial contests. The design of the Ephesus theater reflects this multi-purpose function. Its semicircular seating arrangement, or cavea, ensured that even the furthest spectator would hear the actors' voices, amplified by the theater's remarkable acoustics. The stage building, or skynephrons, rose 3 stories high, adorned with ornate columns, statues, and reliefs. These decorations not only provided a grand backdrop for performances, but also celebrated the power and prestige of Rome. Behind the stage, elaborate passageways allowed actors to enter and exit unseen, while beneath, a network of rooms and corridors stored costumes, props, and scenery. A day at the theater in ancient Ephesus was a communal experience. Performances often began in the morning and lasted well into the evening. The audience, a vibrant cross-section of society, filled the marble seats, shaded by awnings during the blazing Anatolian summers. Vendors moved among the crowds, selling snacks and refreshments. The anticipation mounted as the actors, clad in colorful masks and costumes, took to the stage to perform works by great playwrights like Sophocles, Euripides, and later, Roman dramatists such as Seneca and Plautus. The plays themselves were more than simple entertainment. Through satire, tragedy, and comedy, they explored themes of love, fate, power, and the human condition. The theater was a space where ideas could be expressed and debated, where laughter and tears mingled freely. Occasionally, the mood shifted as the space was transformed for gladiatorial games or public announcements, reminding all present of the reach and might of the Roman Empire. Over the centuries, the theater at Ephesus survived earthquakes, invasions, and the shifting tides of history. As the city's fortunes waned and the harbor silted up, the theater fell silent, its stone seats gradually reclaimed by the earth. Yet, the structure endured, a resilient monument to the creativity and communal spirit of the ancient world. Today, the Great Theater of Ephesus stands restored against the backdrop of crumbling columns and wildflowers, its grandeur still palpable. Visitors from around the globe walk the same steps once trodden by Roman citizens, actors, and emperors. The whispers of ancient applause seem to echo in the air, a reminder of the enduring power of performance and the stories that unite us across time. In the heart of Ephesus, the ancient Roman theater continues to inspire awe, a symbol of a civilization's passion for art, architecture, and collective experience. It invites us to imagine the laughter, the drama, and the history that once filled its venerable walls, connecting us to a distant but ever-present past. Doner kebab is a beloved street food that traces its roots to the heart of the Middle East and Turkey. Its name literally means rotating roast, and the process is as mouth-watering as the result. Strips of marinated beef, lamb, or chicken are carefully stacked onto a vertical spit, seasoned with a blend of spices and herbs that infuse the meat with rich flavor. As the spit slowly rotates beside a heat source, the outer layers cook to a perfect crispy finish while remaining tender and juicy inside. When ready, the meat is sliced off in thin, succulent shavings and served in warm bread, often pita or flatbread. Fresh vegetables like lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and cucumbers add crunch and freshness, while a variety of sauces such as garlic yogurt, spicy chili, or tangy tahini complete the experience. Each bite is a harmonious blend of savory, spicy, and fresh flavors. Hidden beneath the plains of Cappadocia in central Turkey lies a marvel of ancient engineering and resilience, the underground city of Derinkuyu. At first glance, the landscape above seems unremarkable. A patchwork of villages, farmlands, and soft volcanic rock dotted with the occasional fairy chimney. But deep below the surface, a labyrinthine world awaits, carved by human hands centuries ago. Derinkuyu is not just a cave or a tunnel, but a sprawling multi-level city descending over 280 feet into the earth. Historians believe its origins date back as early as the 8th century BCE, with expansions and improvements made by various civilizations, including the Phrygians, Persians, and most notably, early Christians fleeing persecution. The exact number of levels remains a topic of debate, but at least 18 distinct floors have been identified, each with its own unique purpose and design. Imagine walking through narrow passageways, just wide enough for a single person to pass, the cool stone walls enclosing you on all sides. The air is still, yet surprisingly fresh. Ingeniously designed ventilation shafts deliver oxygen to even the deepest chambers, a testament to the builder's sophisticated understanding of airflow and safety. Derinkuyu was more than a simple refuge. It was a living, breathing city capable of sheltering up to 20,000 people, along with their livestock and supplies. The city contains everything needed to sustain life underground for weeks or even months at a time. There are wells for fresh water, storage rooms for food, communal kitchens with soot-blackened ceilings, stables, wineries, and even a schoolroom where children's voices once echoed through the stone corridors. The design of the city reveals the ever-present threat faced by its inhabitants. Heavy circular stone doors, sometimes weighing over 1,000 pounds, could be rolled into place to seal off passageways, preventing invaders from advancing. These doors had a small central hole, allowing defenders to observe or spear attackers without exposing themselves. Maze-like corridors twist and turn, often narrowing at key points, making it easier to defend against intruders. Some passageways even drop off sharply, creating deadly traps for the unwary. The reasons for constructing such an elaborate underground city are as layered as Derinkuyu itself. Throughout history, the people of Cappadocia faced invasions, religious persecution, and natural disasters. The underground city offered a safe haven. Hidden in the heart of Cappadocia, Turkey, lies a place where history, faith, and artistry are carved directly into the landscape. The Göreme Open Air Museum. This extraordinary site invites visitors to step back in time, wandering through a labyrinth of ancient churches, chapels, and monastic dwellings hewn from soft volcanic rock. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Göreme Open Air Museum stands as a testament to the creativity and devotion of early Christian communities, offering a window into a world that thrived here between the 4th and 13th centuries. The story of Göreme begins with the region's unique geology. Over millennia, volcanic eruptions blanketed the land with thick layers of tuff, a soft stone easily shaped by both wind and water. Early Christian monks, seeking refuge from persecution and solitude for spiritual contemplation, discovered that this stone could be easily carved into elaborate living spaces, churches, and sanctuaries. What resulted was a sprawling monastic complex where faith and daily life blended seamlessly in the embrace of the earth. As you approach the museum, the scenery is nothing short of breathtaking. The soft, honey-colored cliffs are dotted with windows and doorways, hinting at the wonders within. Each structure tells a story, but it is the churches that truly capture the imagination. Among the most renowned is the Buckle Church, or Tokala Kilise. This is the largest and most richly decorated church in Göreme, famous for its vivid frescoes. Inside, biblical scenes unfold across the walls in deep blues and vibrant reds, their colors remarkably well preserved despite the passage of centuries. These paintings depict the life of Christ, apostles, and saints, revealing both the artistry and the spiritual fervor of their creators. Close by, the Apple Church, or Elmalı Kilise, welcomes visitors with its elegant barrel vaults and domes. Its walls are adorned with scenes from the New Testament, rendered in a style that blends Byzantine tradition with the local artistic sensibility. Every image is carefully placed to guide worshippers through a visual journey of faith. Perhaps the most evocative of all is the Dark Church, or Karanlık Kilise. This church owes its name to the small window that allows only a trickle of light inside, preserving its frescoes in stunning detail. Entering the dark church feels like stepping into a hidden sanctuary, where the silence and the flickering candlelight bring the ancient paintings to life. The images here are among the finest examples of Byzantine art in Cappadocia, with scenes depicting the Last Supper, the betrayal of Judas, and the crucifixion, each rendered with remarkable emotion and skill. But the Göreme Open Air Museum is not just a collection of churches. It is a living complex, complete with kitchens, dining halls, and communal rooms, all carved into the rock. These spaces speak to the daily routines of the monks who once made this place their home, gathering for meals, prayer, and study, far from the distractions of the outside world. Walking through these chambers, one can almost hear the echoes of ancient hymns and whispered prayers. Today, Göreme is carefully protected to preserve its delicate frescoes for generations to come. Photography is not permitted inside the churches, a reminder of the fragility of these treasures. Yet for those unable to visit in person, virtual tours and detailed videos bring the museum to life, offering an intimate look at its art and architecture. The Göreme Open Air Museum stands as a remarkable fusion of nature and human ingenuity. It invites us to marvel at the resilience and creativity of those who found sanctuary in Cappadocia's caves, and to reflect on the enduring power of faith expressed through art. For anyone drawn to history, spirituality, or the beauty of the handmade, Göreme remains an unforgettable journey into the past. Floating high above the ancient landscape of Cappadocia as the sun rises is an experience unlike any other. A journey that awakens the senses and leaves a lasting impression on the soul. The day begins in the soft pre-dawn hours, when the world is still and quiet. In the gentle darkness, anticipation builds as travelers gather, wrapped in cozy jackets, sipping hot tea while the balloons are unfurled and slowly come to life. The hiss of burners and the glow of flames illuminate the night, transforming colorful fabrics into majestic giants ready to take flight. As you step into the basket and feel it gently lift from the earth, a sense of wonder takes hold. Gradually, the ground slips away, and with each passing moment, Cappadocia's surreal landscape reveals itself from a breathtaking perspective. The air is crisp and cool, tinged with the promise of dawn. Silence is broken only by the occasional burst of flame as the pilot skillfully guides the balloon higher, drifting with the wind. Below, the fairy chimneys rise like ancient sentinels, tall, slender rock formations shaped by millennia of volcanic activity and erosion. Their whimsical shapes cast long, mysterious shadows across the valleys, while ancient cave dwellings and churches carved into the soft, tough rock hint at a rich tapestry of history and culture. The landscape is a patchwork of soft pinks, golds, and ochres, undulating across the horizon in gentle waves. As the first rays of sunlight pierce the distant mountains, the sky transforms into a canvas of pastel hues, lavender, rose, and gold mingling together in a mesmerizing display. The balloons, now numbering dozens, float silently in the sky, their vibrant colors reflecting the dawn's gentle glow. From above, the sight is nothing short of magical. A surreal dance of color and light set against the backdrop of one of the world's most unique landscapes. Suspended in the air, the sense of tranquility is profound. Time seems to slow, and every moment feels both exhilarating and meditative. From this vantage point, it's easy to understand why people have been drawn to Cappadocia for centuries. The region's unique geography is the result of ancient volcanic eruptions, which blanketed the land in soft ash and lava. Over thousands of years, wind and water carved the landscape into a fantastical terrain of valleys, spires, and pinnacles, creating a place that feels both otherworldly and deeply rooted in history. As the sun climbs higher, the valleys below are bathed in golden light, revealing hidden vineyards, orchards, and the winding paths of ancient trade routes. The town of Göreme, with its honeycomb of cave dwellings, comes into view, and the distant silhouette of Uçhisar Castle stands proudly atop its perch, a silent witness to centuries gone by. Gradually, the balloon begins its gentle descent. The world below grows closer, and the sounds of life, dogs barking, roosters crowing, the distant call of prayer drift upward. With a soft bump, The basket touches down among vineyards or open fields, greeted by smiles and cheers. The adventure concludes with a traditional celebration, a toast of sparkling juice or champagne, a certificate to mark the occasion, and the joyful camaraderie of fellow travelers. A sunrise hot air balloon experience in Cappadocia is more than just a ride. It's a moment of awe and serenity, a chance to connect with nature, history, and the boundless beauty of the world. Long after you return to solid ground, the memory of drifting above Cappadocia at dawn will linger, reminding you of the magic that happens when you rise above the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. Imagine gliding across the sparkling waters that have shaped the destinies of empires and civilizations for centuries. The Bosporus, a narrow strait in Turkey, is more than just a waterway. It's a boundary, a bridge, and a breathtaking journey between two continents, Europe and Asia. Taking a cruise along the Bosporus is not just a scenic boat ride. It's an immersive experience into the heart of Istanbul, revealing the city's unique blend of history, culture, and natural beauty. As your boat departs from the bustling piers of Eminönü or Kabataş, you're immediately enveloped in the sounds, sights, and scents of this vibrant city. The call to prayer echoes over the rooftops, mingling with the cries of seagulls. The salty breeze carries with it the aroma of roasted chestnuts and freshly brewed Turkish tea. The skyline unfolds before you, a stunning tapestry woven from Ottoman palaces, ancient fortresses, and sleek modern towers. On the European side, the domes and minarets of the iconic Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque rise majestically, reminders of Istanbul's role as a crossroads of faith and power. The Topkapi Palace, once home to sultans and their courts, stands proudly atop the historic peninsula, its gardens spilling down to the water's edge. As your boat glides past, you can almost hear whispers of courtly intrigue and the echo of royal footsteps on marble floors. Drifting further north, the cityscape transitions from ancient monuments to elegant waterfront mansions known as Yaylı. These opulent wooden villas, with their ornate facades and lush gardens, were once the summer retreats of Ottoman nobility. Each one tells a story of grandeur and privilege, with some lovingly restored and others gently fading into the past. The gentle lapping of water against their foundations is a soothing soundtrack to your journey. As the cruise continues, the Bosporus Bridge comes into view, a spectacular feat of modern engineering that links Europe and Asia. Watching cars and buses stream across it, it's easy to appreciate Istanbul's role as a global city bridging two worlds. And yet, from the deck of your boat, the pace of life feels slower, more contemplative. Here, the city's frenetic energy softens, replaced by a sense of timelessness. On the Asian shore, the neighborhoods of Üsküdar and Karaköy beckon with their own charms. Ornate mosques, leafy parks, and lively markets line the waterfront, offering glimpses into daily life on this side of the city. The Maiden's Tower, a mysterious islet topped by a solitary tower, rises from the water like something out of a legend. Stories swirl around it, of love, exile, and tragedy, each adding to the Bosporus's irresistible mystique. Your journey takes you past ancient fortresses like Rumeli Hisarı and Anadolu Hisarı, their stone walls standing as silent sentinels from the days when the Ottomans guarded these waters. The strait narrows, and the currents quicken, a reminder of the Bosporus's strategic importance throughout history. Traders, conquerors, and explorers have all sailed these same waters, their dreams and ambitions carried along by the swirling tides. As the cruise nears its end, Istanbul reveals one final gift: a golden sunset over the water, painting the sky with hues of orange, pink, and purple. The city's silhouette is reflected in the shimmering surface, blurring the line between past and present, Europe and Asia. A Bosporus cruise is more than a scenic ride. It's a journey through time and across continents, an invitation to discover the soul of Istanbul from its most enchanting vantage point. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned traveler, the magic of the Bosporus is sure to leave you spellbound. Rising from the heart of central Turkey is a landscape unlike any other in the world. A dreamlike terrain of towering stone pillars, undulating valleys, and ancient dwellings carved into the soft volcanic rock. This is Cappadocia, a region renowned for its enchanting fairy chimneys and mysterious cave houses. where nature and humanity have shaped the earth in tandem for thousands of years. The story of Cappadocia begins millions of years ago, when a series of volcanic eruptions blanketed the region with thick layers of ash and lava. Over time, these layers hardened into a soft, porous rock called tuff. The wind, rain, and temperature extremes went to work on this landscape, carving deep valleys and leaving behind dramatic cone-shaped formations. Fairy chimneys that rise like silent sentinels from the valley floor. Some are slender and tall, while others are capped with harder stone, creating whimsical shapes that have inspired legends and imaginations alike. Yet, the geological wonders of Cappadocia are only the beginning of its magic. Human presence in this region dates back to the Paleolithic era, but it was the people of later civilizations who saw the potential of the soft tuff. They began to carve into the rock, creating elaborate networks of homes, churches, and entire underground cities. By hollowing out the fairy chimneys and cliffs, they crafted dwellings that provided shelter from the harsh Anatolian climate and the threats of invasion. Walking through the valleys of Cappadocia, you can still see these ancient cave houses, their entrances and windows peering out from the stone. Some are simple one-room chambers, while others are complex multi-story homes with living quarters, kitchens, stables, and storage rooms. The interiors remain cool in the summer and warm in the winter, showcasing a natural insulation that was centuries ahead of its time. Among the most impressive of these structures are the rock-hewn churches, adorned with vivid frescoes that have survived the passage of centuries. In the Göreme Open-Air Museum, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, visitors can step into chapels and monasteries carved into the cliff face, their walls alive with scenes from biblical stories. These sanctuaries served as places of worship, refuge, and community for early Christians fleeing persecution in the Roman Empire. Beneath the surface, Cappadocia conceals yet another layer of history, its vast underground cities. The most famous of these, Derinkuyu and Kaymaklu, descend multiple levels below the earth, interconnected by tunnels and passageways. These subterranean complexes could shelter thousands of people and their livestock for months at a time, complete with ventilation shafts, wells, storage rooms, and even chapels. Ingenious rolling stone doors could seal off sections to protect inhabitants from invaders, a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of the region's people. Today, the fairy chimneys and cave houses of Cappadocia captivate travelers from around the globe. Hot air balloons drift silently above the valleys at dawn, offering breathtaking views of the surreal landscape bathed in golden light. Many of the ancient cave homes have been transformed into boutique hotels, inviting guests to sleep where ancient civilizations once sought shelter. Cappadocia's fairy chimneys and cave houses are more than geological curiosities. They are a testament to the enduring relationship between humanity and the land. Each pillar, tunnel, and fresco tells a story of adaptation, creativity, and survival. In this land of stone and sky, the whispers of the past echo through the valleys, reminding us that even the most fantastical landscapes can become home. Nestled in the heart of Istanbul, the Grand Bazaar stands as a testament to centuries of commerce, culture, and craftsmanship. With its labyrinthine corridors and domed ceilings, this sprawling marketplace is not just a destination. It's an experience, a living, breathing remnant of Ottoman grandeur. For over 5 centuries, the Grand Bazaar has welcomed travelers, traders, and treasure seekers from every corner of the globe. It is, quite simply, one of the world's largest and oldest covered markets, a place where history and modernity intertwine beneath a canopy of painted arches. The story of the Grand Bazaar begins in 1461, just 8 years after the Ottomans conquered Constantinople. Sultan Mehmed II ordered the construction of a small bedesten, a covered market for trading textiles and valuables. Over the centuries, the market grew, expanding outward in a web of covered streets and vaulted halls. Today, the Grand Bazaar covers an astonishing 30,000 square meters, boasting more than 4,000 shops, 60 streets, and a daily crowd of up to 400,000 visitors. It is, in every sense, a city within a city. Stepping inside the bazaar is like entering another world. The scents of spices, leather, and freshly brewed Turkish tea mingle in the air. Vendors call out greetings in a chorus of languages, their voices echoing beneath the ancient ceilings. Stalls overflow with vibrant textiles, glittering jewelry, intricate ceramics, and hand-woven carpets. Every item has a story, and every shopkeeper is eager to share a piece of Istanbul's heritage. Navigating the Grand Bazaar can feel like an adventure. The main avenues are lined with dazzling displays, goldsmiths showcasing delicate filigree, silversmiths hammering out ornate trays, and merchants arranging towers of sweets and dried fruits. Delve deeper into the side alleys, and you'll find hidden courtyards, quiet tea houses, and workshops where artisans ply their crafts just as their ancestors did centuries ago. The air buzzes with activity, and every turn promises discovery. The art of bargaining is at the heart of the Grand Bazaar experience. Here, haggling is not just expected, it's an essential part of the culture. Buyers and sellers engage in friendly negotiation, exchanging smiles and banter as they settle on the perfect price. It's a dance as old as the bazaar itself, a ritual that turns every transaction into a memorable encounter. Beyond commerce, the Grand Bazaar is a window into Istanbul's past. Its walls have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, survived fires and earthquakes, and adapted to the changing tides of fashion and trade. The market's architecture reflects its storied history, with elegant arches, tiled domes, and hand-painted motifs adorning the ceilings. Light filters through stained glass windows, casting colorful patterns on the ancient stone floors. Yet, the Grand Bazaar is not frozen in time. While tradition thrives here, the market has also evolved to embrace the modern world. Today's visitors will find boutiques selling contemporary fashion, antique stores brimming with curiosities, and cafes serving everything from Turkish delight to world-class espresso. The bazaar's enduring charm lies in its ability to blend old and new, offering something for everyone who walks its bustling corridors. For many, a visit to the Grand Bazaar is a highlight of any journey to Istanbul. It's a place to shop, to wander, to taste, and to marvel. But more than that, it's a place to connect with history, with culture, and with the vibrant spirit of a city that has stood at the crossroads of the world for centuries. The Grand Bazaar is not just a market, it is the beating heart of Istanbul, a place where the past and present come together in a dazzling celebration of life, rising at the crossroads of continents and centuries. The Hagia Sophia stands as a breathtaking testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity and spiritual aspiration. Nestled in the heart of Istanbul, Turkey, this architectural marvel has witnessed empires rise and fall, serving as both a sanctuary and a symbol of the city's shifting identity. To step inside the Hagia Sophia is to journey through layers of history, where stone, mosaic, and light tell stories that span more than 15 centuries. Originally commissioned by the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I in the year 532, the Hagia Sophia was conceived to surpass all other churches in grandeur and magnificence. The vision was ambitious, a vast luminous space crowned by a dome that seemed to float above the earth, defying gravity and expectation. In just 5 years, a feat remarkable even by modern standards, architects Anthemius of Tralles and Isidore of Miletus completed their masterpiece. When it first opened its doors in 537, the Hagia Sophia was the world's largest cathedral, and its vast dome, more than 30 meters across, stood as a marvel that would inspire architects for generations. The Hagia Sophia's design fuses innovation with artistry. Its massive central dome appears to hover weightlessly, thanks to a ring of windows that flood the interior with golden light. This ethereal glow dances across intricate mosaics that adorn the walls and ceilings, depicting angels, emperors, and sacred scenes in shimmering gold and vivid color. Every detail reflects the sophistication of Byzantine architecture, blending Roman engineering with Eastern elegance. Columns of green and white marble, carved capitals, and vast open spaces contribute to an atmosphere that is at once grand and intimate, serene and awe-inspiring. For nearly 1,000 years, the Hagia Sophia served as the heart of Eastern Orthodox Christianity, the spiritual center of the Byzantine Empire. Emperors were crowned beneath its dome, and its rites and rituals shaped the course of Christian worship. Yet history would soon transform the Hagia Sophia again. In 1453, Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Turks, and Sultan Mehmed II entered the city in triumph. Recognizing the building's significance, he ordered its conversion into a mosque. The Christian mosaics were carefully covered but preserved, and Islamic features were added. Minarets reaching skyward, a mihrab indicating the direction of Mecca, and calligraphic medallions inscribed with the names of Allah and the Prophet Muhammad. For almost 5 centuries, the Hagia Sophia echoed with the prayers and chants of Muslim worshippers. Its role as a mosque left an indelible mark, blending the cultural and religious influences of both East and West. In 1935, the new Republic of Turkey, seeking to bridge its rich past with a modern future, transformed the Hagia Sophia once more, this time into a museum. This decision opened its doors to people of all faiths and backgrounds, inviting millions to marvel at its artistry and contemplate its layered history. The Hagia Sophia has continued to evolve. In 2020, it was reconverted into a mosque, while still welcoming visitors from around the world. Today, it stands as a living monument, at once a place of worship, a historic museum, and a symbol of unity and diversity. Its walls bear witness to the passage of time, echoing with the whispers of emperors, sultans, and pilgrims from every corner of the globe. To experience the Hagia Sophia is to encounter the very soul of Istanbul, a city where continents meet and civilizations intertwine. It is a reminder that architecture is more than stone and mortar. It is a vessel for human hopes, dreams, and faiths, forever reaching toward the divine. Nestled among the picturesque slopes of Mount Ararat, just a short distance from the ancient city of Ephesus in modern-day Turkey, lies a site steeped in history, faith, and mystery, the House of the Virgin Mary. Surrounded by lush greenery and olive trees, this humble stone house has drawn pilgrims, tourists, and scholars from all over the world, each seeking to walk in the footsteps of one of Christianity's most revered figures. The origins of the House of the Virgin Mary trace back to Christian tradition and ancient writings. According to legend, after the crucifixion of Jesus, his mother Mary was entrusted to the care of the Apostle John. Fearing persecution in Jerusalem, John is believed to have journeyed to Ephesus, bringing Mary with him to seek refuge. It is here, on this tranquil hillside, that Mary is said to have spent her final years in prayer and quiet contemplation. The house itself is modest, constructed from stone, with a simple yet inviting interior. The structure consists of a small central room flanked by 2 side chambers, reflecting the humble lifestyle that Mary is believed to have lived. The atmosphere inside is peaceful and meditative, with soft candlelight illuminating the ancient walls and the faint scent of incense lingering in the air. Visitors often pause in silent reflection, touched by the sense of history and sanctity that permeates the space. The story of the house's rediscovery is as intriguing as the legends that surround it. In the late 19th century, a bedridden German nun named Anne Catherine Emmerich claimed to have visions of Mary's life. Though she had never visited Ephesus, her vivid descriptions of Mary's final dwelling inspired a team of priests and archaeologists to search the area. Their search led them to the ruins of a small stone house on Mount Ararat, matching Emmerich's account in remarkable detail. Soon after, the site was recognized as the possible home of the Virgin Mary, attracting widespread attention and reverence. Today, the House of the Virgin Mary is a unique pilgrimage destination that bridges faiths and cultures. For Christians, it is a sacred place where prayers are offered, candles are lit, and hope is renewed. For Muslims, Mary, known as Maryam in the Quran, is also a venerated figure, and the site is respected as a place of spiritual significance. This shared reverence makes the house a symbol of unity and peace, welcoming visitors of all backgrounds and beliefs. Throughout the year, the house receives thousands of pilgrims, especially on August 15th, the Feast of the Assumption, when special ceremonies are held to honor Mary's ascent to heaven. The tranquil gardens surrounding the house are adorned with flowers, and the sound of hymns and prayers fills the air. Many visitors leave written petitions and prayers on the nearby wishing wall, hoping for blessings, healing, or guidance. The House of the Virgin Mary stands not only as a testament to faith, but also as a living link to the ancient world of Ephesus. Just below the house, the ruins of Ephesus reveal a city that once thrived with commerce, culture, and religious diversity. Visitors often combine their journey to Mary's house with explorations of the Grand Theater, the Library of Celsus, and the Temple of Artemis. one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Whether one visits as a pilgrim, a historian, or a curious traveler, the House of the Virgin Mary offers a serene retreat from the bustle of modern life. It invites reflection on the enduring power of faith, the mysteries of history, and the universal longing for peace and belonging. Here, on the gentle slopes above Ephesus, the legacy of Mary continues to inspire and unite all who enter her house. Nestled along the sun-kissed Mediterranean coast of southwestern Turkey, the city of Antalya stands as a beacon for travelers seeking a blend of natural beauty, history, and vibrant culture. Among its many treasures, 2 beaches shine with particular brilliance: Konyaaltı and Lara. Each offers a unique experience, inviting visitors from all over the world to relax, explore, and create unforgettable memories. Konyaaltı Beach stretches for nearly 7 kilometers along the western edge of Antalya. Framed by the striking silhouette of the Taurus Mountains, its pebbled shoreline meets the clear turquoise waters of the Mediterranean, creating a breathtaking panorama. The beach is renowned for its cleanliness and well-organized facilities. A wide promenade lines the coast, offering plenty of space for joggers, cyclists, and those who simply wish to stroll while listening to the gentle rhythm of the waves. Lush parks and palm trees provide shade, while numerous cafes and restaurants invite you to enjoy a meal with a view of the endless horizon. Families often find Konyaaltı Beach especially accommodating. The water here is calm, making it ideal for swimming, and lifeguards are on duty throughout the summer months. For those seeking a bit more adventure, there are water sports aplenty. Jet skiing, paddleboarding, and parasailing are just a few of the activities on offer. The nearby Antalya Aquarium, one of the largest in the world, and the mini-city miniature park add to the appeal, making Konyaaltı an all-encompassing destination for visitors of every age. As the sun begins to dip below the mountains, Konyaaltı transforms. The promenade comes alive with music and laughter, and the beach bars and clubs open their doors, offering a vibrant nightlife scene. Whether you're looking for a peaceful evening by the sea or a lively night out, Konyaaltı delivers. On the southeastern side of Antalya lies Lara Beach, a striking contrast to Konyaaltı's pebbled shores. Lara is famous for its fine golden sand and its long, wide expanse, which stretches for more than 12 kilometers. The beach is dotted with luxurious resorts, each designed to offer the ultimate in relaxation and indulgence. Many of these resorts feature private sections of beach, where guests can enjoy exclusive cabanas, attentive service, and an array of amenities. Public areas of Lara Beach are equally inviting, with sun loungers, umbrellas, and beachside cafes available for all. The shallow waters make Lara a favorite among families with young children, while the gentle sea breeze offers relief from the summer heat. Volleyball courts, playgrounds, and water sports centers provide entertainment for the energetic. And the annual SangCnd Festival sees world-renowned artists creating incredible sand sculptures along the shore. Lara is also known for its proximity to the heart of Antalya. Just a short drive brings you to the city's historic old town, Kaleiçi, with its winding streets, ancient walls, and charming boutiques. The vibrant local markets, lively restaurants, and bustling nightlife ensure there's never a dull moment. Whether you spend your days lounging on the sand or exploring the city's rich heritage, both Konyaaltı and Lara beaches capture the essence of Antalya, where natural splendor meets modern comforts, and where every visitor can find their own slice of paradise. Whether you're seeking adventure, tranquility, or a bit of both, these iconic beaches invite you to experience the very best of Turkey's Mediterranean coast. Hidden amidst the vibrant cityscape of Antalya, the Dudin waterfalls stand as a testament to nature's enduring beauty and the magic woven into Turkey's Mediterranean coast. These stunning cascades, divided into the upper and lower Dudin waterfalls, have long captivated travelers with their unique charm, tranquil surroundings, and unforgettable vistas. Begin your journey at the Upper Dudin waterfall, located just 11 kilometers north of Antalya's bustling center. As you approach, the sound of rushing water grows louder, mingling with birdsong and the distant hum of city life. The waterfall itself plunges from a height of 20 meters, creating a shimmering curtain of water framed by lush emerald green foliage. Here, the air is cool and fresh, scented with the aroma of damp earth and wildflowers. Well-maintained paths wind through the park, inviting visitors to stroll beneath the shade of ancient trees or pause on benches to soak in the tranquil atmosphere. One of the most enchanting features of the Upper Duden waterfall is the network of caves hidden behind its tumbling waters. These caves, accessible via gentle trails, offer a secret, almost mystical vantage point from which to observe the falls. From within, you can watch the sunlight dance through the cascading water, creating patterns that flicker across the cave walls. It's a place where time seems to slow, encouraging you to savor the simple joy of being enveloped by nature. Families and friends often gather here for picnics, spreading blankets on the grassy banks and sharing meals beneath the leafy canopy. There are picnic areas, benches, and small cafes dotting the landscape, ensuring comfort for every visitor. With an entrance fee of just a few Turkish liras, the park remains accessible and welcoming to all. A short journey south brings you to the Lower Duden waterfall, a spectacle that sets itself apart with its sheer drama and breathtaking scale. Here, the river gathers momentum before making a dramatic 40-meter plunge over rocky cliffs and directly into the turquoise embrace of the Mediterranean Sea. The sight is nothing short of mesmerizing. Water thundering downward, mist rising in the sunlight, and rainbows arching through the spray on bright days. Duden Park, perched along the cliffs, offers panoramic views of this natural wonder. Open from early morning until late evening, the park is a favorite spot for both locals and visitors. Walking paths and viewing platforms allow you to get close to the edge, where you can feel the cooling mist on your skin and listen to the powerful roar of the falls. On warm days, the area is filled with the laughter of children, the chatter of couples, and the peaceful contemplation of those simply admiring the scene. For a different perspective, many choose to embark on a boat tour from Antalya's harbor. As you glide across the Mediterranean's sparkling waters, the Lower Duden waterfall reveals itself from a new angle. The sight of the waterfall cascading into the sea, framed by rugged cliffs and the vast sky, is a memory that lingers long after your visit. Both the Upper and Lower Duden waterfalls are easily accessible by public transport, taxi, or car. Buses run regularly from the city center, making it simple to include these natural marvels in your Antalya itinerary. Visitors are encouraged to bring swimwear, sun protection, and water, as the parks invite exploration and relaxation alike. The Duden waterfalls are more than just a destination. They are a celebration of Antalya's natural heritage and a reminder of the serenity that can be found just beyond the city's edge. Whether you seek adventure, tranquility, or inspiration, the Duden waterfalls promise an experience that speaks to the soul, leaving you with a profound appreciation for the wonders of the natural world. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the SangCnd-Travel channel. Your encouragement and enthusiasm truly mean the world to us. If you enjoyed this content and found it helpful or inspiring, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. By doing so, you'll stay up to date with all our latest adventures, tips, and travel stories from around the globe. Every like and subscription helps the channel grow and reach more fellow travelers, making it possible for us to bring you even more exciting journeys and helpful guides. We appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of this community. Thank you again for joining us on this adventure. There's so much more to explore together, so stay tuned for upcoming destinations and unforgettable experiences. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.